Warehouse Tire in Athens is your locally owned and operated auto and truck tire center. At Warehouse Tire, we focus on customer service with a professional staff and a huge inventory of wheels and tires for a variety of applications, including farm and industrial. We feature top brands including Michelin, BF Goodrich, and Uniroyal. Warehouse Tire is also a full-service auto service shop. Let us help with all of your under-vehicle maintenance, including brakes, shocks, struts, and alignments. Visit Warehouse Tire on Hebbardsville Road in Athens or online at warehousetireinc.com.
Ticket Smarter is glad we are back to holding live events. If you are looking to buy tickets to the best sports, concerts, and theater events all at the very best price, look no further than Ticketsmarter.com or on the app. Buying tickets at TicketSmarter will help support children in need. For every ticket transaction on TicketSmarter, $1 will be donated to a children's charity. TicketSmarter is proud to be the official ticketing partner of Ohio University Athletics. TicketSmarter, a smarter way to buy tickets.
Located on 741 East State Street, Steak and Shake is serving up handmade milkshakes, fresh pressed steak burgers, and crispy shoestring fries cooked right to order. Kick off your day with our breakfast served until 11 a.m. And don't forget to join us for happy hour drinks and shakes on weekdays from 2 p.m. till 5 p.m.
Left corner for three, bang! And oh baby, what a first half it's been.
In sight, it must be right. We'll see you there at Steak and Shake Athens.
If you can dream it, you can do it. Maybe your dream is to have a vacation cabin in the woods. Or maybe your dream is to open up a cat cafe.
Who ordered the milk?
At Ohio University Credit Union, your dreams are our dreams, and we have the money to lend that will make them a reality. OUCU offers great loan rates, flexible terms, and fast responses on your application. Not a member? You can join. Really? Stop by a branch or visit oucu.org. Equal housing opportunity. Loan subject to credit approval. Federally insured by NCUA. MLS number 433809.
From Ohio softball field in a very damp, wet, breezy, and cold Athens, Ohio. After much conversation, a lot of radar watching, and a lot of waiting, our game is finally about to get underway about 50 minutes after the fact. Thanks so much for tuning in today. Thanks so much for being patient with us today, along with Chloe G. Workman. My name's Jay Kermod, and Chloe, 50 minutes. Who knows where we would be 50 minutes if we did start at 2 o'clock, but here we are 50 minutes later. A lot of weather has impacted our field conditions, also mentally as well. I'm going to toss this first question to you. What do you think both teams are going through right now after a 50-minute delay, all the rain? You also battle the field conditions. You're a former player. What do you think all these athletes are out here thinking right now?
Yeah, thank you, Jake. I think it's definitely tough. We've seen both teams have had to warm up kind of twice already now, and then after their second warm-up, all of a sudden we're sitting around waiting a little bit longer, so they're probably definitely a little bit cold. We've also definitely seen a bit of a temperature drop, I think, since the last rain ended, so probably going to be tough for both teams.
Coming into today, 5-3 in Mid-American Conference play. This is a team that swept Northern Illinois, their first series sweep since 2015. They took down NIU in all three of those games. Meanwhile, Ohio took 2 of 3 down in Oxford against Miami in a big series win for Ohio. Today's first pitch from Mackenzie Cole is in there for a called strike, and we're underway off the banks of the Hocking in Athens, Ohio, as Ohio looking to build off their series win against one of the better teams in the conference, Miami, and Akron 2. After a 3-0 weekend to Molly McChesney. Next pitch to her is just about outside, 1-1. McChesney leads things off for Akron, followed by Caitlin Reynolds, the DP. Lexi Campbell in the 3 spot for Akron. Megan Cotton, the catcher, hitting cleanup. Angela Cerrone hitting 5th, the right fielder. And Callie McIntosh Holder, the first baseman, hitting 6th. And next pitch swung on and off foul to the bleachers to our left. Count runs 1 and 2 to McChesney. 8 and 9 batters for Akron. Madison Dudek, the second baseman, and Jaden Bryant rounds things off. For Ohio defensively, Mackenzie Cole's in the circle. Carolyn Spacek at first. Lauren Uhas at second. Megan McMenemy at short. Analia Paoli in the hot corner at third base. Here's the 1-2. Slapped on back to the pitcher. Cole past her glove and rolls into center field for a base hit. And Molly McChesney doing what she does best. Her 30th hit this year. She's a .382 hitter this year, Chloe. That is insane.
It's a very good batting average right there, especially for your leadoff. I think we're already seeing a little bit of what the weather's doing to this field. It looked like McMenemy out there on shortstop lost her footing a bit trying to go after that one. But nevertheless, that is a hit for the leadoff. I was looking at her stats, and I was a little dumbfounded at how her batting average is so high, and yet she does need big-time double, triple hits. But this is what she does. She just puts him out there for little singles and makes her way on every time.
Yeah, I thought you made a good point. Not a lot of extra base hits for her this year, just singles. And honestly, you get on base, that's all that matters. As Caitlin Reynolds swings through the first pitch, the DP, swinging .214 this year. She has 9 hits, so nothing in 1 to start. As Mackenzie Cole, next pitch, show a bunt. She offers at by a fingernail, a literal fingernail. And Kenzie Roark is out of the third base dugout. And I believe we're going to have a conversation between umpire and head coach here. We will. But Reynolds, her count is 0-2. We didn't set the outfield lineup, so apologies about that. Yasmin Logan's in left, Allie Inglet in center, and Tori Walker down the right field line. Mackenzie Cole this year, 6.12 ERA. She makes the catch. And there's out number 3. Cotton, though, she put a rope on that one, didn't she?
Yes,
Akron,
she did.
sorry about that, Chloe. Akron leaves 1 stranded. There's no score after 1. We head to the home half. We'll set Ohio's lineup and a lot more. No score on the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield. No score after the first half of the first inning. Akron and Ohio going toe-to-toe for the first time this year in Mid-American Conference play. Along with Chloe G. Workman, Jay Kermata with you. Jordan Bowes producing our stream today. 50-minute rain delay. Pushed us back a bit, but we appreciate you tuning in today as Ohio's Allie Inglet leads things off for Ohio. Lexi Petrov is inside the circle for Akron. Her first pitch today is outside for ball 1. Allie Inglet at the dish. Yasmin Logan on deck with Megan McMenemy in the hole for Ohio. Analia Paoli hitting cleanup for the Bobcats, followed by Carolyn Spacek hitting 5th. The DP's Caitlin Folk today. As the 1-0 comes and misses outside to the left-hander, Allie Inglet. And your 7, 8, 9 batters for Ohio, Tori Walker, Brooke Rice, and Lauren Uhas. Once again, Petrov in the circle for Akron. McIntosh Holder at first, Dudek at second. Bryant at short, Campbell in the hot corner at third. Cotton behind the dish. The pitch to Cotton behind the plate in their first strike, 2-1. And your outfield for Akron, Stevens in left, McChesney in center, and Cerrone down the right field line. Inglet hitting .350 this year, 28 hits, 8 ribbies for the 5th year. Taking advantage of her extra COVID year. does not chase a pitch outside, so a hitter's 3-1 count for England. The 5'5" fifth year from Long Beach.
Lexi Petrov has been a commanding pitcher so far this year for Akron. She's pitched a majority of their games with, just like you said, 4.52 ERA. Led the way kind of, but they kind of have a deep bullpen, a lot of pitchers for them. Like, while we struggle with only our 2 pitchers, they have a lot of options, especially when getting into like these triple header games like we have coming up this week.
Yeah, 1 right now, 2 tomorrow. Definitely love depth in your bullpen. You can go to anybody at any time. Here's the full count pitch. Swing and a miss. England fooled on that off speed. And Petrov, the first pitch batter she sees, she strikes out. And there's strikeout number 47 this year for Petrov. She's 5 for 5 this year, her 18th appearance and 15th start. 60 innings of work for her this year. She's allowed 60 hits and 43 runs, just 29 of them earned, though. Opponents hit 248 against her this year. Last outing, she pitched in all 3 games against Northern Illinois as Yasmin Logan steps in. First pitch to her, low and away for ball 1. Petrov also listed as a first baseman. She's 5'7", a junior, hails from Pennsylvania. She got 2 wins in the 3-game series sweep at Northern. She was 3-5 before that series, now 5-5 this year. 2-3, both of them played in the same day. Struck out a batter each in those 3 innings. Pitched 45 pitches in both games as well. Quick pause in the action. Cotton goes to talk to her pitcher inside the circle.
Yeah, on the subject of Petrov, she, like you said, having a low amount of pitches each game is what really is good for helping your health of your pitcher and obviously keeping up the speed of the game. So that's one thing that she has going for her.
Logan steps back in with a 2-0 count. Speaking of people who have been fantastic this year, let's talk about the 5'5" sophomore from Pittsburgh as she looks at a strike inside. 2-1. 3 for 13 in the Miami series. She did have a home run, 2 ribbies. 1 for 5 in game 2 where she clocked that homer. Her 3rd homer of the year. Then she went 2 for 5 in the with an RBI in game 3. Looks inside, strike 2. Good pitch by Petrov. 2-2's the count. 1 down, nobody on for Ohio. And no score in the home half of the first. Finally, we have not seen a raindrop. It was raining all the way up until literally the first pitch. Here's the 2-2. Hit in the air, down the right field line. It's hit pretty deep. It's curling, foul. And into Akron's bullpen, rather. Count stays 2-2. Like to see her hit opposite side of the field.
That's what I was going to mention. Opposite side hit from a right-handed batter is always exciting to see, especially when you have runners on. But that one, it looked like it was going to be fair, but it just kept curling, and foul. But, hey, that's a new life right here for Yasmin Logan. Yeah,
big spot, too, hitting second as a sophomore. Here's the 2-2. She flares it in the air, down the right field line again, and nobody from Akron's going to get there. Go ahead.
Kind of in that no man's zone right there. No one really knows who's going to get it, who's going to grab it. But like we said, that just gives Logan another chance. They all kind of look like they were afraid to kind of run into each other over there.
I'm glad you said that. I was going to bring that up, too. It's just in that one dead spot on the field that you just never know who's going to get it. Communication's always very hard because if you're that player, I mean, you want to make a play for the team. And the other player, your teammate, wants to make a play, too. It's hard. Here's the 2-2, swing and a miss. Back-to-back Ks for Petrov, and Ohio 2 batters up, 2 batters down. And Megan McMenemy, who's been one of the hotter bats for Ohio this year, the shortstop, 5th year, steps in. Westerville, Ohio native, comes into today on a 11-game hit streak. She is 17 for 43 during this span, Chloe. She's hitting .395. She's a lefty. She's been spectacular this year.
Yes, she has. And she's also been spectacular out there on the shortstop. But, hey, we'll see how she fares after 2 back-to-back strikeouts and opening this one up with an off-speed. Bit of an interesting choice right there from Petrov.
Yeah, 0-1 to start to McMenemy. 6 for 14 in the series against Miami. Boy, there was a lot of offense in those games. And I mean a lot of offense. The 0-1 off the plate outside to the left-hander, 1-1. First game, Ohio fell to Miami. And game 1 of their doubleheader the next day, Ohio won 13-12.
An 11-inning game, that's a lot of wear and tear on your players.
And then 12-7 in game 2, and they trailed 7-0 in that contest. Bouncing ball back to Petroff inside the circle. She throws to first, out number 3. And Ohio goes in order to begin this game offensively. As we head to the second, no score from OSF. This is the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
When you order your groceries online with ClickList from Kroger, you can do your shopping anytime, anywhere, like the gym, the office, or your favorite comfy couch. And whether you place your order on your phone, tablet, or computer, it's still your neighborhood Kroger. So you'll find all the fresh choices, low prices, and great deals you love. And you'll save time, too. Try ClickList from Kroger with same-day pickup. Check it out at Kroger.com. Fresh food, low prices at Kroger.
These days, we're all doing a lot more virtually, which is why at Ohio Health, we've expanded our virtual care options and availability to make it even easier to get safe expert care at home. That includes virtual visits with over 1,000 trusted providers in every medical specialty. Learn more about our virtual health options at ohiohealth.com/virtual health.
Five, 6, 7 batters due up for Akron to start the top half of the second. Angela Cerrone, Callie McIntosh-Holder, and Tiffany Stevens due up this inning for the Akron Zips. Zips last inning, they had a leadoff single from Molly McChesney. Left her stranded after a strikeout, a pop-out, and a line out to center. Cerrone, a left-handed hitter, she's in right field today. Facing against Mackenzie Cole. First pitch from Cole is outside, ball 1.
Seen a lot of good contact so far from the Zips offense. Haven't fell yet, but like we talked about right before the game, it'll take a little bit for both teams to kind of gain their momentum, so we'll see how it goes as we settle into this game.
Yeah, for sure. A 50-minute delay, just all the uncertainty around. Is the field going to hold up during the rain? What's going to happen? You never know with radar. The 1-0. Nicked at the plate. 1-1. Just a lot of waiting around, trying to stay loose, trying to stay dry. And 2, Chloe, I mean, every time the softball's put in play, I mean, those balls are wet, and it's hard to grip at times as well.
Certainly poses its own challenges.
The 1-1, hit on the ground foul, third base side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And in that instance, too, trying to dry off the softball as well. Every softball put in play, even if it is foul, goes back to the dugout to get wiped off. And just the curveball that Mother Nature wants to throw at us today.
This is one of those days where you have to come prepared with a lot of game balls because there's going to be a lot of swapping out.
Yeah, for sure. Cole's ready. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed. Got her to chase high and wide. 1 up, 1 down for Akron in the home half of the top half of the second, rather. And that's the second strikeout today for Mackenzie Cole.
Yep, beautiful pitch right there from Cole.
Callie McIntosh-Holder, 273 hitter this year for the Zips. At first base today, looks at a first pitch strike, 0-1. And at Miami, Mackenzie Cole was busy. She exceeded 100 innings thrown this year, 6 2/3. On day 1 in 8 1/3. Swing and a miss. 0-2 to McIntosh-Holder. But 8 1/3.
This is a busy week for both squads. Like we've talked about this Miami game a lot. We have this series, and then we have another series this weekend for both teams. So grinding down in the MAC play and seeing a lot of games on both sides of the ball.
Absolutely. Foul tip back to the screen. 129 pitches thrown by Cole in that second outing at Miami. She threw 114 the first time. 129, the second most pitches she's thrown this year. Threw 133 against Eastern Kentucky. Pitch low and outside for ball one. Boy, is she a workhorse. I'll tell you that. Ball one. 2 up, 2 gone for Akron. Stevens, 263 hitter, 15 hits, 14 ribbies. The 1-0. Off the plate. She thought about it, but held off. 2-0. The 2-0. Strike call inside corner. Stevens had to scooch a little bit out of the way of that one, but hey, guess it was in there for a strike. No one's going to complain on the green and white side of things. As Cole eyes third base to her coach, Coach O'Rourke, for the pitch call, throws, and it's up and in. Ball 3.
Cole's kind of attacking that inside corner. Must be a Tiffany Stevens sweet spot right there, where she likes to hit.
No score, top half of the second. Here's the 3-1. Ball 4, inning continues. 46 walks this year by Cole, and her first of the day.
Now batting for the Zips, number 2, Madison Dudek.
Madison Dudek, second baseman, hitting 191 this year. Steps in. First pitch to her, swing and a miss.
It's a good pitch from Mackenzie Cole, getting your batter to bite on the first pitch after just walking somebody. That's exactly what you need out there in the circle.
Next pitch to her, she lines it into right center field, down for a base hit, and Allie England cuts it off before it goes to the wall. Runner around third base. Here's the play at the plate. It is in time! Oh, what a throw from shallow right center field. And Ohio's defense puts away the runner. We are still scoreless. Home half of the second. Coming up, Ohio grabs the bats on the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
Let's go Cats. Let's go Labatt Blue Light. When you drink a pristine Canadian Pilsner, you're good at beer. Bobcats fans, grab a Labatt Blue Light and be good at beer. Always enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2021 Labatt USA, Buffalo, New York. All rights reserved. Labatt, registered U.S. trademark of Labatt Brewing Company, Ltd.
We've all seen the tragedies associated with drug activity and impaired driving in our state. This is Trooper Conkler of the High State Highway Patrol's Athens Post. We need everyone's help to keep drugs out of our communities, keep impaired drivers off our roads, and get people to make good decisions when driving. Traffic and community safety is the responsibility of everyone. You can do your part in calling pound 677 to report drug activity and impaired or reckless drivers to law enforcement. Together we can make Ohio a safer place to live and travel.
Analia Paoli leads things off for Ohio in the bottom half of the second. There is no score here at OSF. 50-minute rain delay, but we're trying to squeeze in as much as we can here today. As Paoli leads us off, Carolyn Spacek on deck and Caitlin Fogue, the DP, in the hole for Ohio this inning. Bobcats win in order 1-2-3 to begin the ball game as Petrov throws the first pitch, and it's upstairs for ball 1. Analia Paoli, Mid-American Conference Player of the Week this week. Literally announced, I was going to say 30 minutes before we were supposed to start. But now we're pushing about an hour ago. She bounces one to second base, juggled by Dudek at second, has no play, and Paoli's on first base on the E4. Hey, any way you can get on base, the better.
Exactly what I was going to say. That's exactly what the Bobcats need. Just get runners on, and no matter what way you get it,
Yeah, doesn't matter what it looks like as long as you get on. And Carolyn Spacek comes up to the plate for Ohio. Carol, as they call her, 5'6" senior, Beaumont, Texas native. Had quite the series at Miami. She fouls one off at the dish, 0-1. She was 3 for 3 in game 1 against Miami.
It's beautiful stats to have in a game, especially a long series like that.
Yeah, 1 for 6 in game 2, and then 3 for 4 in game 3.
1 for 6 is just an insane number to even hear about for one game.
It is. She lines one off the glove of Campbell, the third baseman. It ricochets into foul grounds. That's a fair ball. And Spacek's on first base as Paoli moves up to second. That brings up Caitlin Fogg, who also had a pretty stellar pinch hit. All right, not going to say pinch hit, but she did have a great series against Miami. She was 2 for 9, but boy.
Those low and away pitches.
Petrov, the 1-2, almost hits Fogg inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fogg last year, 272 hitter, 34 hits. Staple in Ohio's lineup. Just a victim of there being so many outfielders on this lineup, it's been hard to see some time. She swings through the next pitch for strike 3. Petrov, 3 strikeouts already in this game. She has seen 6 batters. Tori Walker steps in, right fielder, hitting .250 this year as well. Tori Walker, she's had some timely at-bats. Of her 10 hits, she's brought in 10 runs.
One including a walk-off against Marshall at home during their home opener.
Yeah. Runners on first and second for Ohio. 1 gone, home half of the second, no score. Pitch, she skies it out to left center field. This lands and gets down for a base hit. Paoli's around third. She's going to score, and she will easily without a throw. And Ohio strikes first at OSF in the home half of the second. Give Tori Walker the RBI single, her 11th hit and 11th ribby. And that brings up the hot bat in Brooke Rice. Spacek motored all the way to third, so Ohio has runners on second and third. As Walker advanced to second base on the throw from McChesney to the cutoff person who was Petrov, the pitcher. So 2 on in scoring position for Ohio, 1 down. Home half of the second for Brooke Rice, who's a bat I'm sure Akron does not want to see right now.
That's exactly what I was going to say. She leads in home runs for the team, tied up with Caroline Spacek, but exactly right. This is a beautiful position for her to be in. 2 runners on.
First pitch, 2 is a strike. On a 4-game hit streak, Rice. 5 for 9 in this streak. The pitch. Checked at it. Did she go around? It doesn't matter. I think it's, no, it's not a strike. Whoa. They said she went around. Yikes. 0-2. But Brooke Rice, 4 for 8 in the Miami series. And like Chloe mentioned, 3 homers. 3 of her season 4 homers in that series. The 0-2 lays off that one. She lunged at that, but nobody checked. Surprised after that last blown call.
Getting a bad call like that right in the middle of your at-bat kind of really ruins the momentum and gets in your head a little bit. See how Rice can respond here.
Petrov ready. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. And that is a big out for Akron. Now with 2 outs. 4 Ks for Petrov. 40, beg your pardon, she's now up to 50 strikeouts this year. She hasn't even gotten through 2 innings of work yet.
Yep, Petrov hasn't even seen the whole lineup, and she's struck out almost half of them so far.
Her season high is 9 strikeouts. Struck out 9 against Central Michigan in a complete game win. Lauren Uhas at the dish. She looked at a first pitch strike, so it's 0-1. Ohio has runners on second and third with 2 gone. In the home half of the second, they did strike first on the RBI single from Torrey Walker. The pitch, fouled off in the air to the right, 0-2.
0-2 quickly here for UHAS. It's one thing Petrov's done good so far is really just getting on top early and working ahead against all of these batters.
Checks her wristband. The 0-2. Outside, just missed. 1-2. UHAS, the freshman, hitting 190 this year. 8 hits. She has 2 RBIs. The 1-2 upstairs, she leaves it 2-2. So a big spot here for the freshman from West Mifflin, Pennsylvania. Seen a lot of time this year. She did only have 1 hit in the Miami series. She was 1 for 10. 2-2's the count, 2 gone. 2 on for Ohio on second and third. 1-0 Ohio lead on Akron. As UHAS bounces it to third, gloved by Campbell, throws across the diamond, and it's in time. So 5-3 put out, and Ohio leaves 2 stranded in the home half of the second. However, they strike first. Torrey Walker's 11th RBI in the year brought around Analia Paoli. So Ohio, 1-0 lead. We head to the third on the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
Let O'Neill Hartman Insurance show you how Grange's strong value and fast claim service delivers league-leading coverage. O'Neill Hartman Insurance will find you a Grange auto policy that balances competitive rates and responsive Grange claim service. O'Neill Hartman Insurance considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call O'Neill Hartman at 740-797-4685 or visit them online at o'neillhartman.com.
You expect world-class primary care from Memorial Health System. It's time to expect more, much more. Our patients now also get free virtual urgent care. So expect our expertise everywhere and answers anytime for free. No one else offers this because we're reinventing primary care. So find out more and expect more today from Memorial Health System.
One nothing ball game. Ohio on top of Akron. Top half of the third inning, along with Chloe G. Workman. My name's Jay Cremata. Jordan Bowes, our producer today, making sure our stream's up and running. We've been dry since, honestly, first pitch. There was a lot of rain. I would say a ton of rain since noon. The field held, pulled the tarp. A little worried about some spots as Jaden Bryant leads things off for Akron. And the first pitch to her was low and outside from Mackenzie Cole, so it's a 1-0 count. I'll tell you what, there was some concern that we may not get this game in, but all of a sudden, Mother Nature allowed us a little window, and here we are.
Yep, Mother Nature wasn't exactly on Ohio's softball side today, but hey, I guess she'll give us a little break.
Cole misses on the second pitch. 2-0 the count to Bryant, 250 hitter this year with 15 hits, 12 RBIs, shortstop. She went 0 for in the series against Northern Illinois. She was 0 for 6 in that series, the 2-0. Strike call, inside corner, 2-1. But Bryant was hitting .278 before that Northern Illinois series. Got a hit in the 2 games at Kent State. She was 1 for 4 in that series. However, she had a great couple of games against Robert Morris. Next pitch from Cole misses in, 3 balls and a strike.
Looking at her stats, she might find herself in a bit of a hitting slump right now, which happens to everybody, but maybe for her it could be her lucky day. She could pull her way out of it.
After that Robert Morris here, she got her batting average up to .288. The 3-1, swing and a miss. Full count to Bryant, who's hitting 9th in this Akron lineup. Molly McChesney on deck, Caitlin Reynolds in the hole. Just 1 hit between the 3 of these hitters. Righty on righty matchup. Cole's ready. The 3-2 is hit in the air, shallow left field. Yasmin Logan charges in, dives. She comes up short. And Bryant halts at first base with a leadoff single. 1-0 ball game. Ohio out in front of Akron.
And there we have it. That one's just a little blooper right there, but it's exactly what Akron needs. They're only trailing by 1, and that takes it to the top. Molly McChesney up. One of the only ones to get on base so far for the Zips.
Yeah, McChesney, her 30th hit this year. Back in the first inning with a leadoff single. And McChesney, 382 hitter. One of the top averages in the conference. Sat top 10. The lefty's ready. The pitch. Off the plate. 1-0 to the sophomore, who stands 5'3" from Verona, Wisconsin. She had a really good series against Northern. 6 for 10. That's so hard to do.
It is, especially the last 2 games, getting 3 hits apiece.
Strike was called. Throw down to first base, not in time, keeping Bryant close. 1-1 to McChesney.
Brooke Rice is never scared to throw that ball. She'll try to pick off runners left and right. One of her qualities.
Yeah, she's got a beam. Here's the 1-1. Nubbed on the ground to short. McMenemy charges, gloves, throws, not in time. McChesney too quick for a play like that. And Akron with back-to-back singles to begin the third inning. Down 1-0 to Ohio in the top half of the third.
One of those things about those slappers, they can hit a little blooper in the infield and they run it out every time.
Yeah. Already 4 hits for the Zips in this game. However, they do have 2 errors. One of them resulted in an Ohio run. Show a bunt, lays it down in front of the first base line, but it was foul. Caitlin Reynolds, so she begins this at bat 0-1. She's 0-4-1 today. Struck out swinging back in the first on 3 pitches.
She also went 0-for against Northern Illinois out of 7 or 8 out of 9 at bats. She wasn't able to pick up a hit.
5'2" redshirt sophomore from Cincinnati. Here's the 0-1. Show a bunt. She bunts it foul off the backstop. 0-2. She'll have to swing away here, unless you want to risk it.
You're not going to see him risk it very often, especially after fouling off your first 2.
Yeah.
Looking for her to hit this time.
There's nobody down for Akron. Runners on first and second. Down 1-0 to Ohio in the top of the third. The pitch is high and wide. Throw down to second. Not in time.
Exactly what I mean right there. Brooke Rice is just not afraid to throw that ball. A lot of catchers sometimes can be hesitant, but she just is not afraid.
The 1-2 swung on and missed. Cole out of the chase. Mackenzie Cole's 3rd strikeout today, up to 76 now this season. Leads Ohio. And that brings up Lexi Campbell. Lexi Campbell, 5'8" freshman from Indianapolis, Indiana. Led the Zips with a .556 batting average over the weekend. First pitch to her, swung on and nailed. Deep left field. Logan back at the track at the wall, and it's off the wall. Runner around third base as the ball ricochets back into shallow left field. Run comes across without a throw.
Jaden Bryant coming in to score for the Zips on that one.
That ties this ball game up as Molly McChesney advances all the way to third. Lexi Campbell to second base.
I think Logan thought that one was out of here. She didn't really step back and try to play it off the wall. I think she thought it was gone, but hey, it bounced off and she lost it there for a second.
We're going to roll that a double for Lexi Campbell. Wow. I thought that was that was very close to getting out of here, Chloe. Off the top of the wall and had so much momentum, it ricocheted back into shallow left field. 1-1 tie, top half of the third. Megan Cotton at the plate with runners on second and third. First pitch to her, off the plate outside for ball 1. So runners on second and third. One down for the Zips. They have 5 hits in this game. Here's the 1-0. Bloop behind the dish. Brooke Rice dives. She can't come up with it. Boy, it popped in and out of her mitt. That would have been a heck of a second out. She's going to take a breather, too, about that. Or after that, rather. Takes off her mask, puts it back on. So it's a 1-1 count. Megan Cotton still alive at the dish. With 2 on in scoring position and 2 outs to work with here. The 1-1. Inside, that's a strike, 1-2. Big pitch from Cole. Cotton scorched one out to Allie Inglet in center field her first time up. She's 0-1.
Yep.
Hit it. Go ahead.
The Bobcats are they're going to need to get some outs right here. They're coming right at the heat of their lineup.
1-2, swung on and tipped back into the mid of Brooke Rice. Cotton's down on strikes. And there's 2 gone now for Akron here in the third after they tied this ball game up at 1. 4 Ks for Cole now today. As Angela Cerrone, the right fielder, struck out her first time up back in the second, steps in. The pitch with 2 outs. Off the mark, outside, 1-0.
Kind of a crazy stat that we have 5 hits for Akron, but Cole's also picked up 4 strikeouts. It's been a pretty interesting game so far.
Yeah, it certainly has. Akron looking for their first lead today. The 1-0 show a bunt down the third base line, but foul. 1-1. Squeeze attempt.
It's a risky move, but if Akron thinks they can do it.
Why not, right? But now Paoli's probably the third baseman for Ohio. Looking out for that. Creeping in a little bit. She is. The 1-1. In the dirt. Good block by Brooke Rice. 2 balls. 1 strike to Cerrone. 276 hitter this year. 24 hits. Second most for Akron behind Molly McChesney, who stands on third base. Lexi Campbell at second. The 2-1 fouled off. 2-2. Ohio's Tori Walker put Ohio on top on the RBI single that scored Analia Paoli, who reached on an error on the second baseman to start off the second, and Akron has battled back here in the top of the third. RBI double for Lexi Campbell. Here's the 2-2. Another foul ball off to the left.
All the way over to the baseball field, who wasn't able to play their games today, but Ohio softball proves they can do it rain or shine.
And there's no turf over here. There's turf over there. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 gone. 2 on for Akron on second and third. 1-1 ball game, top half of the third. Cole's ready. Here's the 2-2. Another foul off, and Cerrone stays alive at the dish.
Cerrone putting up quite a fight here. Doesn't want to be that third out when you have 2 runners on. That's the last thing you want as a batter.
Not at all. The Louisville, Ohio native. Here's the 2-2. Slapped on the ground to short. McMenemy. Gloves between the legs. Throws low. Spot check. Scoops it off the dirt for out number 3. Akron also leaves 2 stranded here in the top half of the third, but they've evened this game up at 1. Bobcats grab the bats when we come back on the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
You expect world-class primary care from Memorial Health System. It's time to expect more, much more. Our patients now also get free virtual urgent care. So expect our expertise everywhere and answers anytime for free. No one else offers this because we're reinventing primary care. So find out more and expect more today from Memorial Health System.
The past year and a half, we've all been part of unprecedented times that have been heavy. At Integrated Services for Behavioral Health, we have been here for you throughout the heaviness of the pandemic and will continue to be here for you whenever you need us. Checking in on your behavioral health and well-being is more important than ever. If you feel like you can benefit from home or community-based support, counseling, peer recovery support, and a myriad of other services we offer, please call us at 800-321-8293. We're here for you.
Back topside for Ohio to begin the home half of the third. Back with Chloe G. Workman, Jay Cremata with you. Jordan Bowes producing our stream today on YouTube. Thanks so much for making us a part of your afternoon. 50-minute rain delay, so we're a bit behind. Mother Nature had some plans, and we found a window, so here we are. Trying to get in as many innings as we can. There may or may not be more on the way. Radar is radar. I mean, sometimes you can trust it, but boy, it's radar. You just never know. Allie Inglet looks at a pitch off the plate. It's 1-0.
England up. She struck out the first time, so looking to avenge that this at bat.
The 1-0. Outside and high. 2-0. And Allie Inglet hit 400 in the Miami series. She was 6 for 15. She's also second in the MAC with 13 stolen bases. So she gets on base. She's a threat. As Akron's pulled in their right fielder to play the left side of the infield. The pitch. Again off the mark. Outside. They're trying to throw to her off the plate to make her hit into the shift. Yeah, the third baseman, the shortstop, and the right fielder all playing that left side.
Bit interesting to see a shift put on in softball. It's not something you really see too often. It was interesting to see it right now against England. All she would have to do is pop it right over that first or second baseman's head.
The 3-0 show a bunt. She bunts it down the first base line, but the spin of the softball, guess, spun itself foul.
Bit interesting to see the bunt attempt on 3 balls.
Yeah, 350 hitter Allie Inglet. Why not? Try to catch everybody off guard if it's there. 3-1 count. Here it comes to Inglet from Petrov. Off the plate for ball 4. That is the first walk for Petrov today, and just her 12th this year. She's done a fantastic job all year, hitting her spots.
Done a fantastic job all game. Yasmin Logan back up to bat here. Logan, another one that was a victim to the Petrov strikeouts earlier in the game.
Yeah, she went down on strikes in a 2-2 count. Runner on first base for Ohio, their most lethal base runner, and she breaks for second base. The throw down is not in time. And Allie Inglet has her 14th stolen base this year and her 79th in her career. Now she's 3 away from Taylor Saxton's 83 career stolen bases. A remarkable career on the base paths for Inglet. Right now she sits third all time. Here's the 0-1 to Logan. Hit in the air to right field, deep into right field. This one's off the base of the wall. Inglet comes around third. She's going to score without a throw, and Ohio regains the lead on the RBI double by Yaz.
Got to see a bit of that England speed right there. It's a hard hit ball.
2-1 ball game in the bottom half of the third. And that brings up Megan McMenemy, 0 for 1 today. She grounded out to Petrov back into the circle, back in the first. And McMenemy, 6 for 14 against Miami last weekend. She pops up left side, down the left field line. Who's got it? Stevens calls for it and makes the two-handed grab. And McMenemy is out number 1 here in the bottom half of the third.
That brings up our cleanup hitter, Analia Paoli, to bat.
Yeah, Analia Paoli reached on an error back in the second inning on the second baseman, Madison Dudek. The 5'8" sophomore hitting .383. Her batting average is the 4th highest average in the MAC. Her 31 hits, sits 5th. She sends one foul the other way, off to the right. 0-1 to start.
Paoli also the lone Bobcat to score back in the second inning before Allie Inglet joined her.
You're right. Tori Walker brought her around on an RBI single. And Ohio struck first back in the second. Here's the 0-1. Low. 1-1. Paoli, a 5-game hit streak coming to today. 10 for 18. Sheesh. She also had a career-high 5 hits in a single game against Miami. She was 5 for 5 in game 2. The 1-1 off the plate. 2-1.
These games against Miami was just 3 days ago, and having to play a lot of innings like that and getting 5 at-bats in a game, it's got to kind of wear you down. Hopefully the team got a couple of good days of rest before coming into this game.
Absolutely. The 2-1 fouled at the plate off the bottom of the bat of Paoli. She chased one high. Counts even at 2-2.
So the umpire making a trip out to the mound.
Takes a look at the softball. Looks like he's cleaning it off for Alexei Petrov, who pitched fantastic in this series at against Northern Illinois. Pitched in all 3 games, but in the last 2 games, she pitched 6 combined innings, scoreless innings, struck out 2, didn't walk anybody in those 2 outings as well. The 2-2, swing and a miss. Paoli chases the off-speed low and away. 2 gone for Ohio with a runner on second base. 5 strikeouts for Petrov today. And Spacek returns to the dish, a single back in the second inning.
Kind of a rare strikeout there for Paoli. She's only had 8 on the season. Make that 9 now.
The first pitch to Carroll, she pops up behind home plate. Cotton pursues and catches it on the Akron on-deck circle. So Ohio does regain the lead on the RBI double by Yasmin Logan. She scored Allie Inglet, and Ohio leads 2-1 heading into the top half of the 4th. We'll be right back on the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
Bobcat fans, the Hugh White family of dealerships is your hometown Athens dealer. And to show our commitment to the community, we're offering free car washes for Ohio University students and faculty, as well as college grad discounts with all of our new brands. But that's not all. We provide free concierge service for faculty. We'll pick up your vehicle and drop it back off after service. Take advantage of our leases at under $200 per month. Come visit us on North Columbus Road, less than 5 minutes from campus, or online at visithughwhite.com. And remember, if the deal is right, it must be Hugh White.
Whether you're coming to Athens to root on the Bobcats, visiting friends and family, or just in town for business, the Hampton Inn in Athens wants to be your home away from home. With 86 sparkling rooms, complimentary high-speed internet, hot breakfast served each morning, and a spa and business center, you can expect a great night's stay with service that will bring you back. Visit us on the web at hamptoninn.com. That's hamptoninn.com. And go Bobcats!
Two-one ball game. Ohio on top of Akron. We head to the top half of the 4th inning with the Zips at the dish. Callie McIntosh Holder, Tiffany Stevens, and Madison Dudek do up this inning for the Zips. Coming to today at 10-19 and 5-3 in Mid-American Conference play. Mackenzie Cole still at the inside the circle for Ohio. And the first pitch is a swinging strike by McIntosh Holder. And 0-1 to start.
McIntosh Holder, one of the outs the Bobcats were able to pick up back in the second inning when they got out all 3.
She punches one in the air to right center field. Allie Inglet calls for it and makes the catch. So now McIntosh Holder 0 for 2 today. Yeah, she flew out. I have F6. She hit it into shallow left center field, and Megan McMenemy was the one who ranged back to make that play. As Tiffany Stevens comes in. She walked her first time up and was called out at the plate on a 8-6-2 relay from right center field. Bobcats executed it perfectly. As Cole deals the first pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1.
Yeah, that was a killer play right there for the Zips. That would have us sitting tied right now, but hey, good on the Bobcats right there.
Yeah, that's why you practice those relays from the gaps. Here's the 0-1. Fouled back to the backstop, 0-2. Akron's first series in the MAC was against Central Michigan. They took their MAC opener 8-2 against the Chips, and Central Michigan won 7-5 and 8-0 in the 2 games next. So Akron began MAC play 1-3. They split 2 games against Kent State. Ball called outside. Could have been strike 3, 50-50 call, but in a doubleheader against Akron, just 20 minutes down the road, they won 4-3, and then the Golden Flashes won 11-3 in game 2 of that one. Here's the 1-2. Popped her up left side. McMenemy, the shortstop, in the deepest part of the infield that she could be, makes the catch.
Interesting fact about the Zips playing Kent State is Akron's coach actually went to Kent State and played there. So it is a bit interesting to have to play against your former team.
Oh, yeah, always interesting. And, I mean, Eric Oakley, he's produced a lot of fantastic athletes in that program. Not surprised. A lot of them have moved on and stayed in the game as Madison Dudek at the dish sees a first pitch ball upstairs, 1-0.
Bobcats working with a quick 2 outs here.
Yeah, 2 up and 2 quickly gone for the Zips. Nobody on. Next pitch from Cole, outside, 2-0. Dudek collected her 14th hit this year back in the second. 191 hitter coming into today. 2-1, Ohio on top of Akron, top half of the 4th. Cole sets the 2-0. Popped her up behind home plate. This one gets into the seats. 2-1.
Not too many fans out here today coming to watch in these rainy conditions, so don't have to worry too much about hitting somebody in the head on a foul ball.
Yeah, that wasn't the case when Ohio hosted Ohio State a couple of weeks ago. Over 1,000 people here. Shattered the attendance record. Absolute shattered it. The 2-1. Inside. That's a strike. 2-2.
Yeah, back to that Ohio State game. The stands were absolutely full. Fans having to spill over onto the sides of the field just to watch.
Absolutely. It was a fun environment here. Ohio did fall, though, to Big State. Here's the 2-2 with 2 outs. Popped her up behind home plate, and again, it nicks the netting behind home plate, so it's foul.
One thing about these mid-major sporting teams and schools is for softball at least, they have to go and they face a lot of bigger schools, exactly like Ohio playing Ohio State. Akron has seen a lot of bigger teams, such as Penn State and Northwestern. Almost all the schools have a really tough non-conference schedule.
Yeah, Ohio had a tough one too. The 2-2 is slapped in the air left side, foul grounds. Paoli, the third baseman, makes the catch in the coach's box, and Akron goes in order 1-2-3 for the first time today. Ohio still leads the Zips 2-1. Bobcats grab the bats. We'll be back after this on the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
If you're traveling to a game, a weekend road trip, or just around town, you need to stop at Go-Mart. You'll find a Go-Mart open 24 hours a day right off the interstate or right off Main Street in your local community. You can refuel your ride with quality gasoline and also yourself with popular snacks, drinks, and more. We're making it easy to keep up with your busy schedule by keeping you on the go. Go-Mart is the proud sponsor of Ohio Bobcat football.
Go for good times. Go for Go-Mart.
Jumpstart your day at the Fairfield Inn and Suites in Athens. Enjoy complimentary hot breakfast, then unwind on our beautiful outdoor patio, which includes a gas fire pit and barbecue grill. Conveniently located on East State Street, just a short drive from the Ohio University campus and uptown Athens, the Fairfield Inn and Suites is situated near many shopping and dining venues. At the Fairfield Inn and Suites, you're our #1 priority. Call 740-589-5839 to book your next visit to Athens or find us online at fairfieldinn.com.
Caitlin Fogg begins the home half of the 4th inning for Ohio, and a 2-1 advantage for the Bobcats on the Zips. Fogg, Tori Walker, and Brooke Rice do up this inning for the green and white in their home white screen pants today. As the Zips, Lexi Petroff deals the first pitch this inning, and it's low in for ball 1. Petroff this game, even though the Zips are down 1 run, I mean, she has 5 strikeouts. She's only walked 1 batter.
Just goes to show how important these errors are. I mean, Akron's had 2, Ohio nothing, and Ohio was able to capitalize on that and score one of those runs.
The 1-0 below the knees, 2 balls, no strikes. Caitlin Fogg struck out back in the 2nd. And the Columbia, Missouri native back in the batter's box. The 2-0, swing and a miss.
Every time Fogg swings, she seems like she's swinging for the fences, taking real hard cuts every single time. And we've seen it right there, that one, all the way in the other batter's box.
Petroff ready. The 2-1. Foul tipped at the plate. 2-2. Yeah, Caitlin Fogg had a good series finale against Miami. 2 for 4 in Game 3. Homered, brought in 3 runs, and she scored once. Had a great Buffalo series. 5 for 10 in that series. And then 1 for 3 against Marshall here at home. The 2-2. Foul off. Back to the netting. Count stays the same.
Really working her pitcher right here with the 2-2. Like I spoke on earlier, a lot of Akron's pitchers have low counts just because there's so many of them, and Petroff hasn't had to pitch too many pitches and so far in a lot of her games, so Ohio's doing a great job of really working her here.
The 2-2 deal in the dirt. Count runs full to Fogg. One of the more outgoing personalities on this ball club. You need a good laugh, you know who to go to. And it's Caitlin Fogg, that's for sure. As Petroff on the rubber, here's the 3-2. Strike 3 call. And oohs and ahs ring from the crowd.
Hometown crowd did not agree with that one much. Seemed to be low and inside, but what the umpire says goes, and that brings Fogg to 2 strikeouts now on the day.
And Petroff, her 6th strikeout today, 2nd most for her in a game. We mentioned it earlier, her season high is 9 Ks in a 7-inning outing against Central Michigan. As Tori Walker swings through the first pitch. Oh, never mind, she got a piece of it, but it's still 0-1. Her RBI single back in the 2nd inning put Ohio on top, 1-0. The 0-1. Strike call, up and away.
The amount of movement on Petroff's pitches just mind-blowing. That one, it looked like it was high, but it looked like it dropped right in there to the strike zone. Like that's what the umpire was seeing. All of her pitches just have a good amount of movement.
Righty on righty matchup. Here's the 0-2. Hit in the air to center. McChesney charges in a couple of steps to make the catch. 2 up, 2 gone for Ohio, and Brooke Rice steps in. She was strikeout victim number 4 for Petroff back in the 2nd. Petroff now north of 50 strikeouts this year. came into today with 46. Now she's at 52.
It's a great stat to have.
Oh, indeed, as Bryce looks upstairs for ball one. She leads this ball club in strikeouts. She came into today leading.
Be hard for Ohio to beat their strikeout record. So they had Savannah Jo Dorsey several years ago who shattered all those records.
Oh, for sure. Here's the 1-0 to Rice. Called strike at the knees. 1-1. Brooke Rice this year, she's been on base in 25 of the 27 games that Ohio has played. Unbelievable. Fifth year who hit 202 last year. She comes into today at 328. Cuts and misses there. 1-2.
Coming in as a fifth year certainly has its advantages, and for Rice, she just seems to exude those at the plate.
Yeah, she's willing to take more walks this year. Her approach has changed, Kenzie Rorick was saying. With age comes maturity. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Petrov is dealing. Despite being down 2-1 to Ohio, we go to the fifth. Petrov's 7th strikeout today. We step aside on the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
Hi, this is Jared Dean with Dean Heating and Cooling. As your local Tempstar dealer, you can experience superior home comfort with Tempstar game-changing technology. Whether you need a fall tune-up or a midwinter repair call, our expert technicians will make sure your heating system is running at peak performance. Count on Dean Heating and Cooling and Tempstar to keep you cozy all winter long. Find us online at deanheatingandcooling.com and go Cats!
Voice of the Bobcats, Russ Eisenstein, on behalf of David White Services, the largest heating and cooling dealer in Southeast Ohio. They've been the choice of thousands for over 45 years. Offering the most efficient Lennox heat pumps, air conditioners, and furnaces, David White Services can save you money on your heating and cooling bills.
Thanks, Russ. I'm David White.
And I'm Esther White Thomas, inviting you to call us today to schedule a free estimate for heating and cooling or a new gas fireplace.
David White Services is a proud sponsor of Ohio Bobcat Athletics.
Heading into the fifth inning, Zips grab the bats. They're down 2-1 here at Ohio. Back with Chloe G. Workman, Jake Romano with you. Jordan Bose producing our stream today. I know we've had some internet problems. We blame Mother Nature, right, Chloe?
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Just messing with everything Ohio softball today.
Jane Bryant comes in. She's hitting ninth in this Akron lineup. Molly McChesney on deck at the top of the order, and Caitlin Reynolds in the hole. To start off the fifth, as Mackenzie Cole throws ball one. The Zips went in order 1-2-3 for the first time this ball game back in the fourth. Hoping to get some type of offense brewing here. And the first pitch swung on. It's fielded by Paoli. She dove for it, made the catch, and threw across the diamond for the out. Wow, what a play.
Amazing play to start off this inning, my goodness. Doesn't get better than that defensively.
One up, one gone on the web gem by Paoli. And that brings up Molly McChesney.
If only we had a replay, we could get a replay of that.
Yeah, right. 2-1 ball game. Ohio leads Akron top half of the fifth. As Cole deals to McChesney, show a bunch. She pulled back for ball one.
We've seen some of that McChesney speed so far this game, so if she does throw down that bunt, no doubt that she could make it.
2 for 2 today. She's up to 31 hits this year and leads the Zips in that column. The 1-0 hit in the air to left. Logan has a good eye on it and makes the catch.
2 quick outs for the Bobcats.
4 pitches, 2 outs, you're right. And Caitlin Reynolds steps in. 2 Ks today.
Looks like they'll be pinch hitting for Caitlin Reynolds.
Yeah, looks
Laurel
like it.
DeVoe coming into bat for her first today.
Good eye on that, Chloe. Thank you. So Reynolds not at the dish. Laurel DeVoe, sophomore, 5'6". She's from North Canton, Ohio.
DeVoe hasn't played since the first Northern Illinois game where she went 0 for 2.
First pitch to her. Upstairs, ball 1. 2-1 ball game. Ohio on top of Akron. The Akron first base dugout chanting La Laurel, La Laurel. The pitch. Upstairs, 2-2, or I should say 2-0. 2-0 the count.
Seeing a lot of life over there from the Zips dugout.
Yeah, and why not, right? I mean, you're only down 1 run. Their pitcher is throwing a heck of a ball game. However, it's just their offense right now. The pitch. Inside, ball 3. Haven't had any offense since the RBI double by Lexi Campbell to tie this game up at 1.
Seems to be something the Zips have struggled with all season long. A lot of them have a bit lower batting averages than the rest, besides Molly McChesney.
Check swing. It's a strike. 3-1. Yeah, it seems like they get their timely hits. Remember a 3-game series sweep against Northern Illinois. Gosh, winning 3 games like that, that's hard to do. The 3-1. Popped her up. This one's going to get out of play off to the right behind the first base dugout. And Mackenzie Coles worked a 3-2 count.
Yeah, you're right, Jake. It is very hard to beat a team 3 times, and to do it right in a row is admirable, really. Coming off like that, it gives you a lot of confidence going into games like this one. And now you're only trailing by 1, still got a lot of ball games left to play.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 gone for Akron. Nobody on. The payoff. Popped her up. Left side. All 3 Bobcats running for it. Paoli's there. The third baseman makes the catch. And that ends the 5th. Akron goes in order in back-to-back innings. Bobcats with the bats when we come back on the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
Okay, people, we all know what's at stake in this game. Zoe, what's at stake?
Our futures.
Our futures. And is anything gonna keep us from achieving our goal?
No way.
Because what do we have?
The plan.
Ohio's 529 plan. Because in this family, how do we play the college savings game?
Tax-free.
And where do we play it?
I don't know, Daddy.
That's okay, Pumpkin.
Want to win at college savings? Go to collegeadvantage.com/Bobcats.
Together is a wonderful place to be. That's why CareSource is devoted to keeping you and your family healthy and happy. We promise you not only reliable health care, but also a helping hand with whatever your family needs to succeed. It's why more moms in Ohio choose CareSource for Medicaid than all other plans combined. Things only get better when we work together. And together, there's nothing we can't do. We are one. Learn more at caresource.com.
9-1-2 batters due up for Ohio in the home half of the 5th inning. Lauren Uhas, Allie Inglet, and Yasmin Logan this inning. As Ohio hanging on to a 2-1 lead in the bottom of the 5th. We played a 7. Doubleheader is scheduled for tomorrow. So Ohio looking to take the season, or I should say the series opener against the visiting Zips.
All depends on weather, if they're going to be able to play tomorrow. Heck, we didn't think they'd be able to play today, and yet here we are.
Yeah, we found a window Mother Nature's gifted us as Uhas skies one to the right side, foul grounds. McIntosh Holder reaches over the sidewall to make the catch. Hats off to her. 1 down for Ohio in the 5th.
That's another really big play to start the inning. We've seen it on the Bobcat side last time with the diving stop and throw from third base. Gives you good momentum to take on the other batters.
And Allie Inglet, Ohio's second, in her career. She's 220 career hits, second all time. She's chasing Jen Norris's 257, which was set in the late 90s. Strike call to Inglet, 0-1. Second all-time hits leader. She passed Shailene Petrich. Her 212, which was recorded from 2007 to 2010. The 0-1, show a bunt, lays it down, first base side, and it spins foul. Ooh, just barely.
Have yet to see a bunt stay fair today.
Yeah, they have been, they've rotated quickly foul. That was the closest one, I think. You're right.
Don't know if it's just the spin the pitchers are putting on it or what's going on, but none of them have been able to stay. And they all seem to be drifting off that right side each time.
Stolen base today, too, for Inglet. She bounces one on the ground to short. Bryant charges in, has no play, and Inglet's on first base safely with the infield single.
How do you play against speed like that? As an infield, what can you even do to face speed like that? Just pull everybody in?
It's tough. I don't know. Allie Inglet's, one of the fastest players in program history. And don't be surprised if she runs here again.
You can anticipate it all you want, but with her speed, may as well get it.
Yasmin Logan, RBI double her second time up. She scored Allie Inglet. The pitch is high for ball one as Inglet stays at first. Don't want to make it too obvious, I guess. Logan's 8th RBI this year, her 13th hit.
Yep, it was a beautiful hit last at bat from Logan. This one off the outside. See an off speed come in, no doubt about it. Inglet will be making her way over to second.
Strike call to Logan. That was her 4th double as well. Been having a great year, the sophomore. Didn't play much last year. Now she's hitting second in this offensive heavy lineup. The 1-1. Off speed. Inglet breaks for second base. They throw down, not nearly in time. Wow. And Cotton's behind the dish looking over at the first base dugout saying, hey, where's the communication? Honestly, I didn't really hear much from the Zips defense. And when Inglet broke for second base, it's her second today, 15th this season.
Can see the frustrations coming from Cotton behind the plate. Can only see so much back there.
Yeah, here's the 1-2 deal to Logan. Upstairs, she lays off 2-2. This is a little bit of deja vu from the third inning. Inglet stole second base, and Logan was at the plate. 2-1 ball game, bottom half of the 5th. Ohio leads Akron. The pitch. Hit on the ground to second. Dudek gloves between the legs. Throws to first in time. But Allie Inglet advances to third. And that brings up Megan McMenemy.
2 outs now. But Inglet in a good place. The ball somehow makes its way past Cotton. No doubt about it, England will score.
McMenemy 0 for 2 today. We talked all day about her bat. And a challenge, she's on pace for a career best year, hitting .337. She had .263 last year with 11 ribbies and 5 extra base hits at Ohio State. She checks at a pitch, and they're going to see if she went around. They say she did.
Fans mad about that one. That's the second one they've called that
Yeah.
they've saying they went around.
Sometimes I wish I could repeat what they say, but that's not one of them. Nothing in one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. McMenemy skies it deep into left field and foul grounds and out of play. Stevens, it looked like the way she was chasing after that one, may look like she had a play on that one, but it's 0-2 for McMenemy.
I was going to say we could have seen deja vu once again as the first out of the inning was over the wall catch. That one could have been if it was just a couple feet closer.
McMenemy has had a hit in her last 11 games.
Right now is the time to keep that streak alive if you're McMenemy.
Here's the 0-2. Way off the plate. Low and outside, 1-2. Hit one hard back to the pitcher, Petroff up the middle. But Petroff made the play, and then she flew out to deep left field. She's been putting the bat on the ball today. Just right at people. The 1-2. Checked at it. Did she lay off? They're going to appeal again, and she did not go around. Sarcastic applause for our third base umpire after that one.
That one, I don't think there's any way you could say she went on that one. She just merely rolled her shoulders a bit. But hey, if umpire's calling it, you're going to keep pressing it.
The 2-2 with 2 outs. Hit on the ground to second. The first baseman, McIntosh, holds her gloves and steps on the bag for out number 3. And Ohio leaves Allie Inglet stranded on third. Still a 2-1 lead for Ohio, though, on Akron as the Zips grab the bats. Top of the 6th up next on the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
Together is a wonderful place to be. That's why CareSource is devoted to keeping you and your family healthy and happy. We promise you not only reliable health care, but also a helping hand with whatever your family needs to succeed. It's why more moms in Ohio choose CareSource for Medicaid than all other plans combined. Things only get better when we work together. And together, there's nothing we can't do. We are one. Learn more at caresource.com.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer Hip. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now, Hip. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer, beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
2-1 ball game, top half of the 6th. Ohio with the 1-run advantage on Akron. Sprinkles beginning to fall here in Southeast Ohio. Our window may be closing as we begin the top half of the 6th inning with Lexi Campbell, Megan Cotton, and Angela Cerrone. The 3-4-5 batters for the Zips. First pitch to Campbell, outside corner, called a strike. 0-1 to start for Campbell.
As long as it just remains like this, could be good to finish the game. Thankfully, they worked quite quickly already to the 6th inning.
RBI double for Campbell back in the 3rd. She's 1 for 2 today. Pitch upstairs, too high, 1-1. Campbell just 3 hits against the MAC this year. She scored 3 times in the NIU series. The pitch, upstairs, 2-1.
Crowd is not having it today. You're going to come out here, sit in the cold and rain. You're going to want to watch some good softball.
So far, yeah, 2-1 ball game. It's been tight today. The 2-1. Lasered into deep left center field. This is going to be extra bases for Campbell. All the way to the wall. She rounds first, heads to second with a standing leadoff double. Back-to-back doubles for her. She's 2 for 3 today. And that's big for Akron. A leadoff double. Down a run. Megan Cotton 0 for 2 today, steps it into the batter's box.
She just got a hold of that ball perfectly. Sent it right out there in that right and left field gap, right near the 210 mark. Beautiful hit by Campbell.
Yeah.
She is on it today.
Yeah, Lexi Campbell now has 5 doubles on the year, leads the Zips in that column. And the tying run at second base for Cotton. She grounds it to short. McMenemy there, looks the runner back and throws out the runner at first.
Able to hold Campbell up there at second.
That is big. As Angela Cerrone, 0 for 2 today, struck out, grounded out to short.
Another hit right here to shortstop would be what the Bobcat defense needs.
The pitch hit in the air to medium deep left center field. Inglet ranges, makes the catch, and they hold the runner again at second base. 2 big outs on 2 pitches.
Out there in center, England was waiting, getting her feet set. She was ready to throw that ball, but Campbell out there at second eyed that and decided to hold up.
And Lexi Campbell's double is the first hit since her last double for Akron back in the 3rd.
Maybe seeing...
Yeah, it looks like we're going to get a pinch hitter.
Autumn Bailey coming in to hit.
So another pinch hitter for Akron here in the 6th. And like Chloe said, it's Autumn Bailey, 143 hitter this year. Bailey in 21 at-bats, has 3 hits. She's a left-hander. The pitch to her, upstairs, ball 1.
Interesting to see Akron utilizing pinch hitters. You don't see it too often during these games, but knowing that you can put anybody into the bat and you have confidence that they will be successful is something that every coach just strives for. That's exactly what the Zips have achieved here.
Strike call, high and away, 1-1. Last hit for Bailey was against Bradley back in mid-March in non-conference action. Bailey's the freshman from Ashland, Ohio. Went to Crestview, 5'11". Cole misses outside. Count is 2 balls and a strike. Runner on second base for Akron. They can bring her around. This game would be tied. 2-1 advantage for Ohio in this series opener between Ohio and the Zips. The 2-1, swing and a miss.
Bailey's only had 3 hits on the season, so in a situation like this, you're down by 1 and you're tying runner at second. It is a bit interesting game calling from the coaches.
Big pitch coming up for Mackenzie Cole inside the circle. The 2-2 fouled off. Bailey stays alive. And the lefty looks at her all blue bat. Left foot in the batter's box first. The tying run standing on second base for Akron, down 2-1 to Ohio in the 6th. The pitch swung on and missed. 2-1, Ohio stays on top despite the leadoff double. We head to the home half of the 6th on the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
Plan your next visit to stand up and cheer for your Ohio Bobcats in Athens County, Ohio. Visit AthensOhio.com, the best resource for where to eat, where to stay, where to shop, and where to play. Athens County is home to countless trails and outdoor activities. Enjoy mountain biking, kayaking, rock climbing, and hiking. Find your own adventure. Cruise the Hockhocking Adena Bikeway. Mountain bike the Bailey's Trail System. Hike trails less traveled at Stroud's Run State Park. Or ride 9 thrilling motorcycle routes on Ohio's Windy 9. We can't wait to see County, Ohio.
Analia Paoli, Carolyn Spacek, Caitlin Fogue do up in the bottom of the 6th inning for Ohio, leading the visiting Akron Zips 2-1 on a rainy afternoon in Athens. Drizzles starting to come back down. We had a window between rain, and we've already hit that. If the rain would put us or make us stop, we've already hit that. I think this game would be completed mark as Paoli swings through the first pitch for strike 1.
Certainly starting to pick up now, but with the pace of this game, may be able to finish.
Fingers crossed.
Paoli seemed a bit off balance with that first swing.
Reach on an error her first time up, struck out back in the 3rd. Looks at a ball here, so it's 1-1. Paoli this year, only 2 games where she hasn't reached base. She's continued that streak today after reaching on an error.
And scoring, nevertheless, later on.
Yeah, the 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to short with a backhand. Bryant gloves, throws to first in time. Tough play by Bryant. And out number 1 for Ohio.
That one's so deep in the hole, could have seen a bit of a Derek Jeter jump throw action.
Carolyn Spacek singled back in the 2nd. Popped out to the catcher back in the 3rd. Caller Carroll, that was her 30th hit this year. She's in the 30-hit club among some of her teammates on this roster. Looks at a pitch high and wide. Ball 1. She joins Analia Paoli.
Team as a whole has had a lot of success with their bats. They're continuing today, already picking up 4 hits on the day.
Spacek hitting .305 this year. Ball 2 thrown to her. I mean, last year she had .288. 42 hits for her. On pace to have another big year. The 2-0 is lined down the left field line, but reaching to make the catch is Campbell. She just robbed Spacek of her second hit today. Wow. 2 gone for Ohio in the bottom of the 6th.
Makes me wonder what Lexi Campbell's vertical is after that one. A lot of good plays on both sides of the ball. This has been a really big defensive game so far.
Caitlin Fogg 0 for 2 today. She has struck out swinging and looking. First pitch to her is all the way to the backstop. 1-0. Boy, that would have been extra bases for Spacek, too. Would have been like a 1-out double.
Very true. It always hurts to see what happens after you get out.
The 1-0. Fouled off to the screen.
But Spacek can't even be mad at that. That's just all-out good play. Can be frustrating whenever you hit the ball so well and it just lands right in their gloves.
Yeah, absolutely. 1-1 the count. The deal. Hit in the air, a little flare out to second base, and making the catch is Dudek, and the Bobcats go in order, 1, 2, 3 in the 6th. And we had the home half of the visitors half of the 7th. Ohio attempted to slam the door shut on Akron and take the series opener. After this on the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
You got your go-tos, your standbys, even your favorites. But the beefy, cheesy burgers at McDonald's take you back to where it all began. Your Bite Zero, when you first tasted what a burger should be like. 2 perfectly seasoned beef patties stacked with a single slice of melty cheese on a golden bun. Now at McDonald's, get 2 McDouble burgers for $3. Whatever it is to you, classics are classics for a reason. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price.
At People's Bank, our vision is to be the best community bank in America. We focus on building relationships with our clients and offering cutting-edge financial products. People's Bank is proud to support the local communities in which we work and live. This is Ashley Brown, People's Bank Vice President and Regional Manager, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Mackenzie Cole looking to slam the door shut on the Zips, and Ohio would begin this series 1-0 on Akron. First pitch this inning to the 7th-spot hitter Tiffany Stevens is outside and for ball 1. Stevens 0 for 1 today, popped out to the shortstop her last time up, and she walked back in the 2nd. Rain starting to fall a little harder here now. The 1-0 lined into left field. Logan under it. She makes the easy grab for out number 1.
Quick first out. That took, 2 pitches for the Bobcats, and they are just 2 away now for the win.
Mackenzie Cole has retired 11 of the last 12 batters. And she may, she, for a second, may have wanted another softball. But instead she'll wipe that softball up on her upper right thigh. She deals the pitch to Madison Dudek, and it's fouled off to the right, 0-1. Dudek 1 for 2 today, singled back in the 2nd. She popped out to 3rd back in the 4th. The Zips have 6 hits today. They've only scored 1 run. They had a 3-hit 3rd inning. The pitch, hit to short. McMenemy gloves it for out number 2. Back-to-back lineouts and 4 pitches for Mackenzie Cole. And Akron is 1 out away. from dropping the series opener.
It's been an interesting game so far. 10 hits on both sides. 2 errors and only 2 runs.
Jaden Bryant 1 for 2 today.
Bryant, the lone zip to score.
Cole's first pitch, high and wide.
The rain starts to come a little harder. You can visibly see the field just getting a little more wet. They're going to want to get that tarp on there as fast as they can.
Strike call, inside corner, 1-1.
In preparation for tomorrow's doubleheader.
Fingers crossed on that one, too. Rumor has it we may play a morning game, but we'll keep you updated on all of our social channels. The 1-1. Low. 2 balls, 1 strike to Jaden Bryant. Bryant, 4 homers this year with the swing of the bat. She could tie this.
Cole opts for a new ball. That one rolls it right to her dugout, getting a new one.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
a dry one for this next pitch. Important pitch right here.
Starting to come down a lot harder now. Here's the 2-1. Strike call, and Bryant's down to her last strike.
2-2, and with 2 outs.
2-1 ball game. Ohio leads Akron in the top of the 7th. Cole lines up. Kenzie Roark in the third base dugout. She's ready. The 2-2 popped her up, and this is going to get behind home plate and out of play and down into the bleachers below us. Count stays 2-2.
Jaden Bryant is not going down without a fight. She fouled off a couple already here.
Cole looks down at the dirt. Wipes off her throwing hand. Now the softball on her right thigh. She's ready. Right foot on the rubber. The 2-2. Lined shot down the left field line. Foul.
Strong off the bat of Bryant. Bryant's really seeing the ball good today, getting a lot of quality touches. But that one just falling foul. If that would be fair, be a lot different story right now.
Some more softballs come from the third base dugout to Cole and also our home plate umpire. Count stays 2-2 as Cole goes through her pre-pitch routine. And Bryant steps back in the right-handed batter's box. Open stance. Cole sets the 2-2 in the dirt. Full count.
They're doing their best to dry off these softballs. That one may have been a little wet. It looked like it slipped out and maybe missed its mark right there on that one. But nevertheless, a full count for Cole.
Top of the order on deck for the Zips if Bryant reaches. Payoff pitch coming up. Cole sets the payoff pitch. Swung on and tipped back into the mid of Brooke Rice. Ball game. And Ohio takes the series opener against Akron 2-1 on this rainy day in Southeast Ohio. Bobcats now 5-4 in Mid-American Conference play, and the Zips fall to 5-4 in MAC play. Boy, that sets up a big day tomorrow and a hopeful doubleheader day, but you never know what Mother Nature is going to throw at us. But rumor has it, morning softball for everybody. Hello, can't wait. But Chloe, some closing thoughts about this one. Mackenzie Cole threw a gem, 6 strikeouts the complete game, and Ohio held on by a score of 2-1.
Good game on both sides of the ball. Like we've seen, it was a tight game, 2-1. A lot of strikeouts, but a lot of offense too. Ohio was just really sound defensively, and that was what got them. Akron committing 2 errors, something you cannot do, and cause that Bobcat winning run.
Yeah, absolutely. The Bobcats were fantastic. In case you joined us a little late, Ohio scored back in the second inning. Analia Paoli reached on an error on the second baseman, Madison Dudek, and Tori Walker brought her around on an RBI single. Then Akron tied the game up in the third when Jaden Bryan actually singled to begin that third, and she was brought around by Lexi Campbell's RBI double. The Bobcats responded in the home half of the third. Allie Inglet reached on a leadoff walk, stole second base, and Yasmin Logan brought her around with an RBI double, and that's your ball game. 2-1 game. Ohio's a winner. And Mackenzie Cole picks up her 8th victory this season. She strikes out 6 and allows 6 hits. And Lexi Petroff, boy, even though she goes down with the loss, she has nothing to hang her head about. 7 strikeouts today. She only walked 1 and allowed 4 hits and 2 runs. But that does it for today's game in our broadcast today. For Chloe G. Workman, my name's Jake Ramada. Big thanks to Jordan Bose for spinning the dials for us. And we'll talk to you tomorrow. Stay tuned to all of our social channels on the game update for tomorrow. So much for that. And from Athens with Love, we'll talk to you tomorrow for potential morning softball in Athens.